weeks into this month. I hope y'all are kicking ass because I have been, baby. Things have been rocking and rolling, shaking and shaking. All right, so clearly you can hear me and I can hear you. So let's get this thing paused right here. Well, I was getting it paused.
I do have to make sure that y'all do know that I am live.
All right, y'all. Peace, everybody. Welcome to Self Empowerment Journey. It is yours truly, Mrs. Empowerment Coach. I am in the building. You know it. And as you know, I represent Empowerment Schooling, which is a platform for networking for business owners, entrepreneurs, and startups. You know, that's what I do. I'm here to empower you to be your best self. I'm dropping those business jewels, mindset shifting jewels, as well network marketing tools. All right. So if you have not given this video a thumbs up, if you have not subscribed to this channel, I am definitely going to need you to do that. Listen, peace, King. Welcome to the chat. All of those of you that are coming on, peace, and welcome to the live for today. You guys, I felt the need to go ahead and jump into the emotion, sadness. Well, let me start again. Hold up, time's out. If this is your first time here, please know that you are welcome. And to those of you who this is not your first time here, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. You know what it is. Don't forget, give me a thumbs up, like this video, share it, leave me some comments in the comment box. Those of you who are here with me live in the chat, baby, I'm happy you're here with me. So listen, during this time of year, a lot of what I'm seeing down my social media, a lot of the inboxes that I'm finding myself responding to is coping with the emotion of sadness. A lot of people tie that to depression, anxiety, and things of that nature, which I do want to let you know that those two, they kind of connect, but not so much. I'm going to hop into the live for tonight, which it is coming from, of course, The Mind's Guide of Emotion. The link to this book is in the description box. And this book is giving you all 8 emotions and the tools that are associated with it for you to level up and learn about you and grow within yourself. So, like I was saying, as far as sadness, a lot of times what I'm getting in my inbox is that people are sad, they are frustrated with this holiday. In my household, we don't celebrate any of these households, and that's for our beliefs that we go by. I'm not knocking anybody that does. Hey, kudos to you. There was a time when I was a kid and growing up, even my son, you know, he partook in the holidays as well. Knowing what I know now and understanding what I understand now, those things don't weigh so heavily in my household. And those that I'm affiliated with, they understand and they respect my spirituality, and we don't partake in those type of things. And those of you who do, that's on you. But this is why I'm coming here, because I have been responding to at least on a minimum every other day. It's been about 2 or 3 inboxes regarding the feelings and the emotions that are coming along with this particular season. A lot of people are pressed for cash. A lot of people are pressed for time. And then there are individuals who are feeling the loss of their loved ones, because during this time of year, a lot of people get together with their families and get together with their friends. And there is this big celebration that goes on, which is all fine, well, and good. But then there are those who don't have big families. There are those who don't have the funds that are needed to partake in the big gatherings and things of that nature. So I do want to highlight in this series of sadness the what sadness is. And I want you to understand that there are different stages of grieving, and there are different stages that come along with healing from, you know, what you don't know, what you don't understand. And that's a lot of times what I'm here to do as your coach, is to shed light on what is and what isn't. All right. I'm going to drop these jewels and I'm going to give you what you need, because don't nobody have time for that. So let's move right into it. So I'm going to break sadness down. I'm going to define it. You all know, that's what I do. Miss Educator Coach. I'm always got something to tell you as far as defining and understanding the meanings of these things. And I am reading once again from The Mind's Guide of Emotions, sadness. All right. And in understanding sadness, you all, you got to understand that this is an emotion. It does actually affect and impact your body. A lot of times when we're overly sad, sometimes you don't have much of an appetite. You're not really hungry, which is affecting your muscle strength, your durability, your stamina, and things of that nature. A lot of times when you're sad, your energy is really, really low, and it's like more things tend to attract itself to you when you're at your lowest point energetically, because that's the energy that you are giving off. So I want you guys to know that being sad, it's a natural thing. And as I always say, your emotions are indicating something else. Your emotions, they're your internal sensors. They are warning you. They are urging you. They are prompting you. They are developing, ideologies for you, and you're digesting these things, and your emotions are letting you know, hey, yeah, no, or girl, yes, or guy, no. It's always, when we learn to use our emotions for what they are and understand them, we begin to live a different life and a better quality life, because these emotions are for you and they're about you. And I'm gonna always say that, irregardless as to what type of live that I'm hosting, because I want this to be something that you all gain a complete and clear, concise understanding and appreciation of, because these emotions are for you and they're about you. We tend to give our power away. And here on Self Empowerment Journey, we taking our power back and we are living our best lives on purpose, because we understand what emotions are and what they're for. So, when it comes down to sadness, I want to give you the define sadness is a strong emotion that, if not dealt with properly, can cause you to spiral out of control. And that's exactly what is happening clearly in these inboxes and these emails that I'm receiving. You guys, sadness isn't meant, it brings about a time of reflection. All right. And as I teach in my training courses on Thursday for Better Times in Business, the only reason why you're looking back is to see how far you've come. When you keep turning around and you keep addressing past issues, they're still sitting there. You are the one that's going back and addressing them, because time moves forward and life moves forward. And in order for us to continue to level up in life, yeah, if you're looking back to reflect on how far you've grown and how far you've come, and you're utilizing that as a place of excitement, and you're taking that in and you're embracing it and you're growing from it and you're developing from it, that's all well and good. Now, when it comes down to you going back in the past and living in the past, you're wasting time and you're stopping yourself. This has nothing to do with anybody else or what has or has not already happened. Now, when you go through the stages, because as I always tell you, it's levels to this shit. In any point in life, business, relationships, anything of that nature, it's levels to it. So when we're dealing with sadness, you all, there are 5 different stages of grief. And in understanding that is going to help you to transition and move through these things in a more effective manner. Stage 1 of grief, aka a factor of sadness is grief, is denial. So more so, you're like, I can't believe this is happening to me. Child, in order for you to grow and develop, you're gonna have to go through some things so that you gain strength, you gain courage, you gain wisdom, and you gain. The key words that I'm using is gain. All right. So when you're in denial, I can't believe this is happening to me. I'm so sad. He broke my heart. They fired me. I lost my car. I lost my job. All of these things that would cause you to be at a place of denial, go through that. All right, that's the first thing I want you to know. I want you to go through that, because the more you go ahead and move through those feelings, you cry, you take a couple of days to sulk about it or whatever. And when I say a couple means two. So if you're taking more than 2 days to be sad or down, you're gonna need to log on www.empowermentschooling.com. And I got some content on there that I can definitely hook you up with to help you transition through these sad phases of denial just a tad bit quicker, because time is the one thing that the rich and the poor have one and the same. And the only reason why the rich is the rich and the poor is the poor is how they manage their time while they're here on this side of the platform. I'm just keeping it real. Stage two of this of grief is going to be anger, which is one of your emotions. So when you're angry, you're more like, why is this happening? Who is to blame? Okay, listen, we got to learn to take accountability for some things. All right, now listen, when we're dealing with death, I want to highlight this while I'm right here. Why did this person die? Why did this happen to them? Any type of illness, and everybody's getting upset. F cancer, F lupus, this, that, and another. You all, when you came into this world, the only thing that was promised to you is death. There's nothing more. So learn to embrace death because it's another phase of life. I know that sounds contradictory, but we are borrowing this shell, this vessel, these bones, these eyelashes, this hair. We're borrowing this shell. You are a soul, an energetic being having a physical experience. So you're in a 3 dimension right now. And the next phase is fourth dimension, fifth dimension, which does not include this particular shell. So when you're angry, go through that, but don't project that energy onto directly someone, because those closest to you tend to catch the backlash when you're having these emotional moments, and you tend to separate yourself and push people away that you don't intend to do that with. So it's always a healthy thing to have someone that is neutral, that can understand where you are versus being directly impacted by your emotional outbreaks and bursts and breakdowns. The third stage is going to be bargaining, which is make this not happen, or or in return I will do. Okay, listen, I'm gonna say this again. There are levels to everything that happens in life. A lot of times you are being pushed, you are being pulled, and you are being guided into better, into what it is that you're speaking into existence. So you're going to have to go through some things that are uncomfortable, that are not to your understanding or to your liking, in order for you to level up to the next level or the next phase of your life that you're presently in or that you're transitioning to. Because I'm pretty sure when a caterpillar goes into that cocoon method, they're not really happy being embodied in that thing for as long as it's embodied into that little shell, lying what looks dormant to us. But in a couple of weeks, in a couple of months, it definitely is appreciative when now it can fly, whereas it only slithered on the ground at one point. I'm just saying. So the whole bargaining, so that if this don't make this happen, and if you don't do this, I won't do that. That's a part of the grieving stage. But if you need to go through it, go through it. But please do your best not to do the whole I will do this back to you. Because when that retrograde comes back around, what I've learned about retrogrades, y'all, is you're not getting something that someone sent to you. You're getting exactly what you've already sent out. It's your turn to receive what you've sent out. So if you're not ready to receive what you've sent out during your time of downness, during your emotional sadness period, when you're going through these phases, as far as the bargaining phase, stage 3, you're not going to want to put out too much negativity or unwanted ideas, rituals, situations, because, sweetheart, retrogrades are going to come back, and you're going to get hand that same baton that you hand out, you're going to get it back. All right. So, fourth stage, they call it depression. And inside the mind's guide of emotion, there's a chapter dedicated specifically for depression, telling you what's happening in your body, in your brain. And what happens mainly in the depression stage is that you're pretty much saying, oh, I'm too sad to do anything. And a lot of times people need to go through that. That is a part of cleansing. If you've ever broken a bone and they have to put it in that cast and it has to be in there for a while, you can't get that cast wet. So if you have broken your ankle or your foot, you're having to stand on the outside of the shower and the inside of the shower, which is really difficult to try not to get water down that cast so that it's not stinking and things of that nature. So if you're needing to go into that hibernation mode, do so for a short, brief amount of time, because the longer you're there, the harder it is for you to come up out of and hold your head up high. All right. Now, the fifth stage of grieving is going to be acceptance, which is I'm at peace with what has happened. And that is not you avoiding what's going on. When you make that conscious effort to say, hey, look, man, the shit done happened. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 feet. You better put one foot in front of the other and keep it moving. But you do need to deal with the situation accordingly in a manner to which you'll receive the goodness of it. You'll receive the positive reward on the flip side. Now, don't get it twisted. As a coach, I go through these things myself. When projects don't happen in the way that I anticipated for them to happen, when I drop the ball or I spend money on something and I don't get the outcome that I expected to get out of it, I get upset, I get frustrated, I get sad, and things of that nature, but I don't live in the moment. I do my best to appreciate what's happening to me, and I definitely figure out the lesson, and then I move forward. As well, I journal so that if this situation arises again, I have a go-to say, okay, what did I do, so that now I can double back and I can help myself to get out of the situation a lot faster. Now, however, everyone does not grieve the same, and everyone is not going to go through all of these stages, and that's okay. Contrary to popular belief, queenionaires, millionaires, entrepreneurs, business owners, all of you out there watching, you don't have to go through every one of these stages in order to heal. In fact, a lot of people, they actually resolve their grief without even going through any of these stages, and that it differs for everybody. And if you don't go through the stages of grief, um, you won't experience them in this neat sequential order. Everybody's not going to go stage one, stage two, stage three, because everybody's life is different and everybody copes with things in a different manner and everybody grows through things in a different manner. But the fact that you have these tools and this awareness, you can identify what's happening to you. You're able to understand how to move forward, what to do, what not to do, if and when these situations arise again. So no worries. Sadness is normal. You don't need medication. You don't need 50 hours of sleep. You need an understanding of what's happening. And you need to be able to have a place that you're comfortable voicing these things, addressing these things, and growing through these things and healing from these things so that you're able to transition to the next phase and stage of life. Okay? Sadness is not something that you need to avoid. Okay? Now, don't linger in it though, sweetheart. Don't do that. More information regarding sadness, on what it is, how it affects your body and your mind, as well those around you, and how to overcome them, the Mind's Guide of Emotion. The link is going to be in the description box. Those of you who have not or are wanting to still take advantage of Better Times in Business, that training is going to be listed in the link in the description below. Please give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful, what you are needing from me. You're definitely welcome to inbox me on Facebook. All of my platforms are going to be listed below so that you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook. My Twitter will be open by the end of this week. So you will be able to hear more from me from a coaching standpoint. So, you guys, I really enjoyed this. I hope that you did too. If you need me in the future, www.empowermentschooling.com. And until next Wednesday, no matter what is going on, you guys, it is up to you to determine how you're going to react and how you're going to respond. If you have those boundaries in place, less drama is going to come your way. So until next Wednesday, you guys, I'm expecting you to stay connected, stay empowered, and keep them thoughts in check. All right. That's what's controlling you. So, peace, y'all.